Good fine Tuesday to you. Before I run, I needed to look up something on Logos that came up in Bible study yesterday, and I'm thinking about it, so I might as well do it or I'll forget to look it up. So we'll do that real quick before I run. So today is the first day of school for the boys. We started early because we take pretty much the month of December off. In August, we're going to be, Jeremiah's going to have like 3 weeks with no school between Camp Lutana and then our North Carolina trip. So, you know, it's just easier for us to start early and then take our time. And then it depends on the kids how soon they get done with it. So today is the first day of 4th grade for Jeremiah and the first day of kindergarten for Elijah. So they're both pretty excited. 4th grade is a big jump for Jeremiah and the workload. And Elijah is so excited about learning what he calls scissoring. He gets to learn how to use scissors, and he's super excited about that. But he's also really excited about learning to read. I bought him a book yesterday, Paw Patrol Stories from Walmart. It's an easy reader start. Sharon read him a story yesterday, and then I told him if we got up before everybody else did today, I would read him a story. Well, he woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning, but he woke everybody up all last night. We have an Alexa in the room, and it plays classical lullabies. So it's lullabies, but it's classical music, that type of sound. And the boys love it, but the device only plays for like 2 hours. So if he wakes up at night and it's not playing, it's hard for him to go back to sleep. He knows how to make her start, but he comes downstairs. He came down and woke Sharon up 2 or 3 times, and woke Jeremiah up several times, woke me up a couple times. So he just had a rough night, and therefore the rest of us had a rough night. So I'm looking forward to this run. Ran 3.5 miles this morning. Feeling good. Feeling good. My big plan for today was to be working on message prep for Camp Lutana. I've decided to use the book of Jonah. I'm speaking 4 days, but I have 2 sessions each day, so 8 messages. And what my plan is Jonah is 4 chapters, and so I'll do a chapter a day and split it between the two messages that we do. So yeah, I've been working on that for a few hours. Jeremiah has piano lessons at 1 o'clock, and then we have Pop and Dee at 4. But the weatherman is calling for chance of very severe thunderstorms this afternoon. They're calling for possible tornadoes, strong wind, damaging hail, all that good stuff. So we are going to make sure that we are prepared. And we have a little spot in the basement that I like to make sure has stuff in it in case we need to go down in there and stay safe. So I'm going to make sure that the generator's got gas in case we lose power for a couple days. I'm going to make sure that the Tahoe in the car are full of fuel, batteries are charged, all that good stuff, and make sure that's set up. I'm also going to buy a case of water, and Sharon is posting on Facebook that the church basement will be open. So if there's anybody in town that doesn't have a basement, they can go to the basement at the church, and we've got one room in there, the nursery, that's a pretty safe place if something was to come through. So I'm going to put a case of water in there in case people show up there. So that's my plan for today, is to get all that stuff prepared and ready. Those storms are supposed to hit somewhere between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. So yeah, let's get ready. According to the radar, about an hour away from Storm's getting here. Got the backyard prepared. I'm going to be very honest with you. Montana storms do not compare to North Carolina storms. When we get a thunderstorm like this here, it's kind of a big deal, and it's kind of fun for me because you can see them. But in North Carolina during the summer, this was like every afternoon. And the major difference though is these storms tend to produce a lot of hail in Montana, which we didn't have as much of in North Carolina. We've seen quite a few hailstorms here. But as far as tornadoes and wind and just nice, beautiful lightning, we don't get those here as much. But here in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I might ride up to the graveyard and see if I can get a view of it coming in. As of right now, you can kind of look off in the west and see some of the darkness. I don't know how well you can tell. It's dark over that way. So it's coming. I'll go up there and see if we can get some footage. I may be too late to get up there and get... I may be too late to get my pictures. Make a dash for it. There we go. Let's go see if we can get some video. All right, pulled in up here at my spot where I look. It looks like the rain is coming. I think some of the worst stuff is kind of behind that. But here, let me turn around and let you see what I... This is what the radar looks like right now. So that band is what we're looking at across there. And the wind is blowing. So it looks like it's starting to get to the edge of town here. I don't see much for lightning or anything like that, or any kind of cloud formations. It just looks like a lot of rain. Well, I'm not gonna sit up here if there's not much to see other than just heavy rain coming through. There's some wind, and it's gonna be a little bit of a storm, it looks like. But I don't see a whole lot of lightning, cloud to ground lightning, or anything like that. I guess we'll do the time lapse at the house instead of up here. Wind is blowing though. It's dark north of here. So I decided to come home since the storm wasn't that neat to take pictures of. I figured I'd just record from home. I've got the GoPro set up on the Tahoe on the side of it, and see if we get a good time lapse there. The radar I showed before was actually a future radar, and so here is the real radar right now. And it's starting to come down with rain right now, but the storms are moving across. We haven't got to the worst
of it yet, but we'll see if there's any hail that comes out of it. Now the hail has started. Not too huge right yet. Oh, it's getting worse. That wasn't too bad. Just a little.